take 47, so I'm going to try to live with this one. I'm going to do a review on the incident that happened there at Cherry Valley Baumann Park canoe launch. And I'm going to use the river gauges here to walk us through what happened there and stuff, and see if maybe we can identify a problem and see if there's a way Kishwaukee River Wreck can maybe address the problem and hopefully help out. I don't know if you're aware, but these river gauges, they have a slider here, and you can slide to a certain date and time, which is located up here. So I'm going to ask you right now to please watch these numbers as I use the gauges and stuff, and please be patient with me because this gauge is a little touchy at times. And we'll discuss what all went down the day prior and the day of. So yeah, keep that in mind. Also, I would like you to know, I'm not sure if you know, but you can change the time span on the gauge. So we're going to go with that day before, which was Saturday, because from what I understand, these same people floated from Kishwaukee Forest Preserve to Atwood on Saturday when the river was running at like 5.89, which is pretty close to normal. The normal flow I consider to be 575, so it was real close to that, which is not a problem, of course. And one of them even made a statement. Somebody tagged one of the gentlemen, I believe it was him. He made a statement. Somebody tagged his name to one of the posts on Facebook, and he made the statement. See, I just changed the time span there. See, now it's switched to, this is Saturday here, and then this is overnight when the rain hit. But anyway, somebody tagged his name to one of the posts I made on Facebook about the incident, and if it was him, it looked like it was him to me, but I'm blind, so. Anyway, he made the statement that they had floated from Kishwaukee Forest Preserve to Atwood on Saturday, the day before, and the river was fine, and it was knee-high pretty much most of the way, which a little bit exaggerated. I mean, there's deeper areas than that, but I understand what he's saying. Yes, the river was low. It was at normal flow. It was in normal flow range, and they had a very enjoyable day on the river. So good for them. So yes, they were excited, I would imagine, to go out on Sunday and spend another day again. And they were going to fish a different stretch from Baumann to Kishwaukee Forest Preserve, which, again, like I say, I'm not sure if that was their plan. They could have planned to take out at Espenshide, but to me, being a kayak fisherman, taking out at Espenshide is not worth my time. I would much rather go to Kishwaukee Forest Preserve. So for this story, that's what we're going to run with, because if that is what happened, I think that presents a problem, because we're looking at a completely different river right here compared to what it was up here. So, like I say, using this thing, I'm guessing they put in around 10 o'clock. And I'm going to go with 10 o'clock because I will tell you right now that I walk around the lake at Baumann Park pretty much every day with a buddy of mine, and he drives and stuff. And as we were driving by on Sunday morning, in between 9:30 and 10 a.m., as we were driving by, I saw one gentleman at the canoe launch with a blue paddleboard, and he was messing with his gear he hadn't put in yet or anything. And I take it the others that you have seen in the pictures, I take it they were probably shuttling a car to Kishwaukee Forest Preserve, is what I'm assuming. And that's what we're going to go with, because, I mean, that's a completely different river. And that's concerning why that wasn't recognized right off the bat. And it's just basic river knowledge, I guess. I mean, yes, like I said in the statement, most of the river was knee-high. So yeah, it's up and muddy. They're not sure how far up and muddy, or how far up it is. That you can see how muddy it is, but they're not sure how far up it is. And just gauging things from what they knew of the day before, or knee-high deep water, they probably figured it wasn't all up all that bad. And I can tell you honestly, I can see that happening because before I discovered the river gauges, we're talking about like back in 2007, 2008, around there, I used to fish around the Kishwaukee Forest Preserve area, and the way I gauged the water at the time was in that very first front parking lot, there's, I'm sure you've all seen it, there's that culvert that comes out of the bank. Well, that's how I used to judge. If the water was below the culvert, I was safe for wading. Well, I wouldn't do that now, knowing what I know after learning about the river gauges. So, I mean, I can understand how somebody would make that mistake. And I think Kishwaukee River Rec would address that problem if we could have a sign at the launch, or a couple signs at the launch. Like I say, this one here, I mean, looks like a good sign. I think it would definitely bring awareness. Also has the QR code on there. And like I say, I think this is a good rule of thumb here. Well, you can't see the bottom of it because I don't have my screen set right. But here at the bottom, you can see it here. Good rule of thumb right here. The Kishwaukee River rule of thumb. If the Kish looks muddy, you should check the river level. It's that simple. It really is. It really is that simple. And if you check the river level, if the gauge is on a sharp incline, it is best to stay off the water that day. Definitely look into it twice. So I think, like I say, I think these problems that we have every year, year after year, I think Kishwaukee River Rec, well, I believe Kishwaukee River Rec would probably take care of 75% of the problems. And with a little bit of media coverage, if we could get a go-ahead on this, I think that number could be up in the 90%. It's pretty simple stuff, and it can easily be shared, the information. So hopefully I won't have to do a review like this again. Hopefully this one's going to come out good, because I plan on living with this one. All right, thanks.